In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a short, vitalizing wake-up sequence so that you can step into your day feeling present and really awake, ready for action. So we'll begin gently and then warm up into it. Let's just begin kneeling. If you need to support the back of your legs with a folded blanket, do so. Just placing your hands down onto your thighs, letting your upper eyelids fall over the eyes, closing the eyes with your buttocks dropping down to your heels. And land. It's taking awareness to your breath. It's connecting with that inner sensation of inhalation, exhalation. And on your next inhale, raising up the arms, opening the eyes. Let's interlock the hands and extend the palms to the ceiling, just lifting the heart center, and then coming to a neutral spine of dropping your buttocks down towards your heels, keeping your palms extended to the ceiling. And then let's place the right hand down between the shoulder blades, just pressing your right elbow up into the left hand, just slightly lengthening out through the right torso, rib cage, just gently lengthening the right side of the spine, and come back to center and extend both arms up to the ceiling. And let's bring left palm down between the shoulder blades, pressing the elbow up into that right hand, just gently lengthening through the left torso, beginning to open up into the armpits, the shoulder joint, and come back to center. And again, raising the arms up, interlocking the hands. Let's warm up into the spine a little bit with some sort of kneeling cat. So as you exhale, flexing through the spine, press the hands away from you. Moving from the base of the spine, just like a wave, coming up through the spine. As you lift the chest and extend the palms of the hands to the ceiling, be kind to your neck. And as you exhale, flexing through the spine, pressing the hands forward, spine back behind you. And one more time, moving from the base of the spine like a wave all the way up. And lift, and then again bringing your spine to neutral. Nice release of the lower back to do that. You feel long into lumbar. Let's release the hands down, and we'll come on to all fours. Have the hands under the shoulders, the knees under your hips, and just extend that left leg back. Just press the ball of the foot into the mat. Just lengthen the tail away, opening up to the back of the left knee, left calf. So release that knee down and extend your right leg back. Pressing the ball of the foot away. Good morning stretch of the calf and the back of the knee. And release the knee down, tuck your toes under. Let's take the buttocks back to the heels. Keep the chest lifted to begin with, looking towards the hands. Hunch your shoulders in and now rolling them out. And forehead just parallel to the mat, stretching your spine in a nice neutral position. And come up to all fours. Check your fingers are webbed nice and wide apart. And lift up into down face dog. So first down face dog of the day. Let's come high onto the balls of the feet. Strongly bend the legs at the knees. Let's press the mat away with the hands, lifting up out of the shoulders. Let's give the hips a little wriggle from one side to the other, lengthening through the back. Now let's keep the left leg bent as you take the right heel down to the direction of the mat. And then coming high onto the balls of the feet, bending the right leg, and extend your left heel down to the mat. Stretching out through the back of the leg. And come high onto the balls of both feet. And as you exhale, taking the heels down. And from here, we're going to raise the left leg back halfway, look to the hands, and step that foot forward, coming into a lunge. So if you're tight here into your hip flexors, the front of the right hip, just pulse a couple of times, easing the hips down to the direction of the mat. Tuck your tail under slightly, and then lifting through the front of the chest, releasing shoulder blades down away from the ears. And let's just supercharge that rear leg, as if you're pressing the heel away from you to an imaginary wall. And contact the rebound of energy through that left leg, pressing the foot down to the mat, just feeding into the left leg and that left buttock. So you're nice, steady and stable into the hips, as well as opening into the hips. We're going to press the mat away now with that left leg, and we're going to explore. I like to approach things with a sense of exploration of how does it feel lengthening out through the back of the front leg. So if your leg is bent, don't worry, just keep pressing the mat away and lengthen that left sit bone back behind you. Stay nice and long through front body, so you're just looking beyond the toes. And hold this for a couple more breaths. Soft around the shoulders and the jaw. And now bend this front leg. You're going to place both hands down, and as you step back, we're going to take this leg high up towards the ceiling. Come high onto the ball of your right foot and then lower down your right heel. Let's just dorsiflex that foot, rolling the left hip on top of the right hip, opening up, and take the heel down to the buttock, rolling the knee to the ceiling, and then extending that foot up, roll the hip down and bring the foot down to the mat. Just pause for a breath, and now raise the right leg, whoops, up halfway, step that right foot forward and coming into a lunge. So again, just pulsing here, easing into the hips, tucking the tail down, and as you inhale, lifting the heart center, just sinking the hips a little deeper down to the mat before slightly. Just explore it, keep extending into that rear heel. And now let's press the mat away with the right foot, just looking beyond the toes as you explore, lengthening out through the left leg, the hamstrings. Just see if you can keep pressure down through big toe side of your right foot, and lengthening, rolling the right hip in slightly. It's nice and long through front body. And now bending the front leg, placing both hands down and stepping that right leg up towards the ceiling, reach, lowering the left heel, and now rolling the right hip on top of the left, dorsiflex the foot, and take the heel to the buttock, knee rolling towards the ceiling. Let your head be heavy so your neck is free. Now extend that foot to the ceiling, rolling the hip down, and bringing your foot down to the mat. Again, pausing for a breath. We'll step the big toe joints together, heels slightly apart. Just take your feet a couple of centimeters further back and connect with the tip of the tail. So gliding you into plank from the tip of the tail, drawing an imaginary line on your mat towards your hands, coming into plank. Now press the mat away with your hands here so you lift up out of your shoulders. Just shorten the distance between your pubic bone and navel. From here, let's drop the knees down. I'm just going to slowly lowering the chest down to the mat, lengthen the legs away, and we're going to extend the arms out in front. Lengthen the spine before bringing it into extension. As you extend the arms out here, just feel the spine nice and long in a gentle extension, drawing the upper back through to the front of the chest. Just pausing here, feeling the upper back drawing through to the front of the chest. Just nice lengthening of the spine. And now bring your hands in line with your upper ribs. Ensure tailbone is lengthening towards your heels. Draw the elbows in and just slowly peeling up. So don't worry coming to your maximum. It's your first cobra of the morning. Just breathing into it, bringing your spine to a nice extension. You want this to feel good on your back, on your body. And now let's press up to all fours. Stretch the spine to the ceiling. Take the buttocks back to the direction of the heels. You might just walk your hands up one. And we're going to do a couple of moving cobras. So now coming through, lengthening down, lengthen the legs away, tail lengthens away, and slowly peeling up into your cobra. This time pull the heel of the hand towards your hips, roll the thumb side in, just opening up. And one more time, pressing up, taking the spine to the ceiling, buttocks to the heels, and then coming through into cobra. Just going to bring my hands forward a little and opening up. Draw the elbows in. Press up to all fours. Stretch your spine to the ceiling. Tuck your toes under. And lift into down face dog. Just pause for a breath. And from here, let's step the left foot forward. Again, coming into a lunge. This time, come on up, bring the hands to the hips. Just find that nice steady foundation into your feet and your legs. And then as you inhale, raising up the arms. So either gazing to a point in front of you, or once you're steady and stable into your hips and the foundation of your feet and legs, then letting the breath inflate, opening up into the cavity of the chest. You can bring the palms together if you wish. Good. And then bringing your hands down and step into down face dog. Step the right foot forward. And again, just bring the hands to the hips to begin with. Just feel the groundedness of your feet, the strength into your legs, tucking the tail down just slightly. Bring the hands to the rib cage and then raising them up. Just focusing on that point in front of you and letting the breath inflate into the rib cage. So not just throwing your chest to the ceiling, just that lovely natural inflation that happens from inhalation. And now bringing your hands down to the mat and stepping into down face dog. Pausing for a couple more breaths in your down face dog. Just enjoying that sense of strength and openness. And now drop your knees to the mat. Take your knees nice and wide apart. Have your big toes together and extending forward. Lengthening through the front body as well as the back body. Roll the shoulders out. Just releasing your forehead down to the mat. Pausing there for a couple of breaths. Rolling shoulders out, lengthening through the spine. Awareness, the sound, sensation of breath. And now draw your hands up towards you and come to an easy cross-legged position. So for you, that might be the feet together, the knees out wide, or simple cross-legged, or half lotus. Just raise the arms up. Inhale, interlocking the fingers. Extend the arms out wide and come to a simple twist. So we take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind, just lean back slightly. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, turning around to the left side. Looking over your left shoulder and turning your gaze to look towards the front of the mat and just lifting up through the front of the chest, soft through your neck. And raising the arms up, go to the opposite side, so hand or back of the hand to the knee, right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, easing into a twist. Just leaning back slightly, you can use that arm as a lever. Gazing over your right shoulder. Staying in the twist as you turn your head to center. And coming back around. Bring your hands down to your thighs. If you need a little height here underneath your buttocks, just grab yourself a blanket or even roll the mat up behind you. Just letting your eyes softly close. Just feel your buttocks grounding down to the mat. An awareness to the breath, this natural nostril, abdominal breath. Face soft. Awareness of that grounded, centered space within you. And on your next inhalation, just connecting into your heart center. And as you inhale, raising up your arms, reaching the palms, bring the palms together and drawing down to your heart center. Pausing here as you sit with the sound, sensation of your breath. Just creating a sankalpa for yourself, a sankalpa, an intention, perhaps of how you'd like to step off the mat into your day. How do you want to approach your day? What attitude do you want to take with you into your day? Just pausing with that and keep the words simple. Wording simple, and when you have a sankalpa, just repeating it to yourself 3 times with faith, with sincerity, creating, integrating, centered, grounded space within yourself, and gently take a deep, full inhalation. And slow, steady exhale. Honoring the self within. Namaste. So thank you for joining me in this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please click like and share with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Lucy Andrews from Soul Food Yoga. And enjoy your day. Namaste.